What's going on, everyone? This is Jacob Shoup. You're watching the Tom O'Brien Show right here on TFNN. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the market right now. This is a hot market. This is super hot, okay? Not like necessarily just talking about the indices, but all these kind of small cap, even your micro caps, are getting just blasted to the upside. There's so much capital going in here. Let's take a look right now. They're getting positive about 1.35%, trading at 20,195. Let me get this off just daily. Just want to take a look at the larger picture, making all-time highs in the composite. The Dow Jones Industrial about flat here, off about 0.04%. Quite a traversal down over the past few sessions, no doubt. DXY trading up near its 107 level, staying pretty cozy. Went right at 106.86. Look at that, nice march up to the upside there. Let's take a look. We got crude oil off about 1%, trading at $70.58 on that contract. You have the E-mini trading up 0.6% at 6,162, with that SPY up about 0.56% at 607.62, right under its all-time highs at 609.07. Let's take a look. We got gold off about 0.22% at 2,669. It's kind of volatile. We're going to get, oh man, what a weird move for that. We're going to have Tim Ord on tomorrow as well, see if he gets any better insight into what's going on with gold. You know, if you missed my interviews with him or kind of want to, you know, get a recap of it, you can go to our YouTube channel, Tiger Financial News Network, and see our uploads there. You just type in Tim Ord, Jacob Shoup, and that should come up. Excuse me. You have copper off about 0.12% at $4.19. What's silver doing? Up about 0.17% at $31.08. Okay, Disney doing nothing. Google up another 4.24% on the what I assume is the Willow News. You know, Sora Revive. Okay. DeepMind introduces no video generation tool. Claude is better than OpenAI, to be quite honest. This is still a lot of movement on this kind of quantum hype. I mean, we take a look at some of these other quantum stocks. You know, Rigetti, for instance, right? This is great. It's parabolic. Up 30.15% right now at 932. Now, let me get some water. Apologies. You know, I like quantum computing. I like the concept of it. I think there are real-world applications to quantum computing, no doubt. Of course, you've seen cycles like this many times, but I do think our compute is getting better. You have a lot of companies that are starting to now really invest in, you know, different kind of like doping of ions that are going to be used in quantum computing. You have the US government adopting it. You have Amazon trying to rent out quantum compute to people via bracket. You know, one thing that I will say though is I think a lot of this is very hot. I mean, Rigetti is about a $2.6 billion company right now, and it was trading around 66 cents for most of its life, right? Well, here you go. You get some movement up here and then it comes right back down. This is some more hype around it. I believe you're going to get a major pullback in some of these quantum stocks. Rigetti at least is legit in that kind of realm. Is D-Wave the ticker for this? I got to figure out what the ticker is for D-Wave, but I think that will come down a little bit as well. And then Qubit definitely. I can't believe this thing is up. Whatever. I mean, that is really actually quite nuts to me. Shorts are kind of scarce for this company. I think a lot of people are anticipating this coming back down to earth around January. You know, we'll see what happens with that. But again, I think when you get companies that are real like Rigetti and D-Wave, you know, you get long-term potential in some of these. Qubit is just a hype runner, which is fine, you know, but just it's important to be cautious about this. And I was looking on Twitter as well, and a lot of people are talking about this in some huge way. You know, I don't know. I think there's a lot of hype in this company. But hey, you can't argue with 65.85% to the upside. I'm sure short sellers are very aggravated right now. Let's take a look. We got some earnings for today. You have BHP Group. The one that really matters is Red Cat. Let's just talk about Red Cat real quick, okay? I got into some Red Cat because I just want to play the earnings. Now, not a huge position because I don't know. You know what I mean? This has been obviously moved parabolic, came right back down to it. We're up again today, trading off a little bit from the high of the day, which was about 11:30. Trading right now at 1092, up 32.69% from the open. You have Of course, you're speaking about their deal with Teal drones. That was massive. That is kind of like the drone platform that's being tested right now for short-range reconnaissance by the U.S. military. Very cool. Some additional news today. I think there's two things going on right here, right? You get a pump going on from this news I'm about to say, which is Red Cat partners with Palantir. They're going to equip Black Widow with autonomous visual navigation and warp speed for GPS-compromised environments. Now, this is huge. Skydio, which was the platform that won out the contract with the Army prior, had major issues because it was so GPS reliant. That is the major way that adversaries or really any combatants that are facing these kind of small drones are kind of jamming the drones, right? This is what was so interesting about Red Cat's Teal, is that they essentially could map out some given portion of the area and operate within that, right? No GPS needed. This technically made it unjammable, at least regarding how they jam things now. So that's pretty huge. Integrating this with Palantir, I mean, even just having the name associated is massive. You get a massive run up here. We'll talk a little bit about this. Integration of Palantir's VNAV software and the use of warp speed advances Red Cat's mission to define the future of aerial intelligence and provide warfighters with critical real-time situational awareness. Okay, you're just getting some ads from that. Satellite imagery integration. Palantir's ability to task partner satellites to acquire up-to-date imagery and deliver it to the edge provides drones with the necessary situational awareness, facilitating highly accurate nav with long-range drift. APNT navigation empowers the drones with an alternate PNT source to use sophisticated computer vision techniques for visual inertial odometry. A lot of technical words in here. Reference matching against satellite imagery. Basically, it can just move around without needing GPS. This edge computing that it's doing is massive. We've spoken a little bit about that, just in general, how it's kind of a cool tech. But this is pretty cool. The Family Systems fixed-wing VTOL. So this is really kind of cool too. They have vertical takeoff. It looks, I mean, this is for the drones, but we were talking about Archer as well. This is getting very hyped, these eVTOLs. Archer getting obviously some kind of exposure with Anduril as well, which I love. Archer's up 7.33% on that news. But with Red Cat, I think another thing that's kind of going on here is you have a short float right now, or, short interest of 12% of the total float, right? That makes for a perfect short squeeze opportunity. So, you get some good news on Red Cat kind of going forward, which the CEO has kind of alluded to. You could run this stock up even higher when these guys have to cover their short position. So it's interesting. I don't have a huge share in it, but I just thought I would. Folks, stay right there. We'll be right back. We have Steve Rhodes coming on right after this break.